Well, hello, everybody. This is Dr. Hank, and welcome. This is Agent Wealth Success, but more so, this is one of my special events that I do once a month in front of a live audience and sold out, standing room only, because it really is rocking. We will, and you will, in this session today, just love this, and you're going to have a better understanding of how you can start seeing the unseen. And we're going to talk about what is the unseen. This is going to be very hands-on. You're going to actually be able to identify what your greatest desire is, and then looking at how to improve your senses. And so I know most of you think there's five senses for you to smell and hear and see and touch and taste. And then there's the sixth sense, and that sixth sense is our feelings, our intuition. But there's actually five other senses that when we tap into will make the unseen seen. And those five senses are within you. So the same exterior senses, such as sight, but you can, like right now, you'll just close your eyes, that you'll actually be able to, let's say, see a beautiful flower. And then just look and see the beautiful red, yellow flowers, maybe in a field. You can smell it, smell those flowers. So there are these altogether 11 senses that we've never really been told about, don't realize. And so you're going to understand that, understand the steps prior to the unseen being seen, and then how to have the unseen seen. In other words, your imagination and your desires and the things that you have wanted are going to come true now. And so you're going to love this session. It's going to include actually doing that to where I'll put you in a meditative state where you can see and feel and touch and hear and smell your desire. And when you do, what you see in your mind's eye will then appear. Hallelujah. So we're going to start out by the first thing I want you to do. And by the way, people have been manifesting since this session here that you're going in the midst of, that people have manifested all kinds of things. They have more business, they have better relationships, they're more at peace, the burden's been taken off of them, they have more money. I mean, really just remarkable things in less than a week. In fact, it's only been like 5 days now, and I've heard from literally scores of people that have shared with me on the things that they have created because of this. So the first step for us to get together and to be able to have the unseen being seen is to write down what you desire, what you want. And I want to talk a little about that, because to have clarity on, you want to keep these desires fairly general, and you want God, the Father, to do the work, if you will, and get into the specifics on what you desire. And so here's a few of the some examples of some things that actually, whether you know it or not, you would want. That I want to have more good feeling experiences. That is definitely something that you want, is better feeling experiences. You want to allow more money each month. Now, I would just caution you on using money. Money has a lot of resistance because of some of the beliefs that we've been brought up with. The money is bad, and whatever, and filthy rich, and so we have some misconceptions of that. And so if it is money that you do want, maybe that I enjoy having my income increase each month, something like that. Most of my audience, most of you are entrepreneurs, typically in real estate and real estate agents, but this is applicable to any and everybody. So it doesn't matter if you have a job or a set salary, that there are many ways, in fact, an infinite number of ways in order to increase your income each month. I want to enjoy myself more. And so that's just another beautiful thing that, in fact, you do want to enjoy yourself more, that I want to be healthier and happier each day. Really, if you just say that one, I want to be healthier and happier, and that's my desire. And if you could just see that desire and you feeling just so healthy, and when you can feel it, you'll be it. When you can sense it with your 5 internal senses, that you'll be there and happier. And so, you know, things like just asking yourself that I want to smile more today. I want to be happier today. And when you, I want to laugh more today. That's a great one. I want to laugh more today. And I want to feel good where I am. Each one of us have the power in this present moment, because that's really the only place that our power is in this present moment. And each one of us have the power to be able to feel good on where we are right now. And so I want you to just close your eyes, and again, if you're driving, don't drive during this entire episode. And so let me forewarn you, because we're going to go again around the universe and back. You're going to be flying with your angels, and it's just going to be a magnificent time. And so I would not be driving. If you are, just don't do some of the things that I ask you to do, like, for example, closing your eyes. But just close your eyes right now and imagine and breathe in deeply and just relax, relax. Breathing in and breathing out, just relaxing. Don't it feel good right now in this moment? That's really all you need to do, is to feel good right now. And that everything that you've asked for will come to you. God knows where you are, God knows what you desire, and God knows that path of least resistance to get there. Where I am, I'm kind of your guardian angel, if you will, that I'm part of that path of least resistance, and I'm part of that, and I'm in that path for you in order to help you to be able to manifest all the things that you desire. And then I want to see more and more of what the universe is revealing to me. And so, yeah, I want to be able to see more and more of what the universe, what God is revealing to me. And for us to just be aware that God is actually giving us hints and messages and thoughts and people and experiences and circumstances in order to create all of our dreams to come true. But we typically are resistant and thinking about, how am I going to go do this? And when you think about the how, you're going upstream and you won't get that which you desire. So let's talk about improving your 11 senses. So first of all, you want to, we just love that you can improve your physical senses. And so ask, and every day to ask to see better. Like, you know, I have many people that are kind of in my age bracket, if you will, that are really, they have hearing aids and they can't see very well, and I don't. I have good hearing. I can see well, I can smell well, taste well, touch well. And the reason why is because I ask for that. But you have to ask for that, otherwise you get kind of life by default. And so, so right now I want you to just see something in the room. Okay, so look and see something in the room. And now I want you to close your eyes and see something in your mind that have to do with your desire. So if it's you feeling good, see yourself feeling good. See yourself laughing. If it's more money, see yourself opening up your checking account or looking at on your phone and looking at your bank account and seeing more money in there. So see it, okay? And then you want to hear it. And so it might be that your significant other comes up to you. And so again, close your eyes and now hear him or her saying, oh, congratulations on that closing, or receiving and attracting and allowing more money to come in. And then smell. You maybe want to just take those $100 bills and just smell that money, okay? And how good that smells. And if you want to have some fun, like smell some popcorn right now. Those are your internal senses now that we're starting to awaken to realize that, oh my gosh, and then taste it. And so just taste on how does it taste to have like more money, okay? Or how does it taste to have a better relationship or better health? And so better health, wow, it tastes great. That, you know, I feel great. That, and so you can do taste and just imagine like having a piece of chocolate now, okay? And just tasting that piece of chocolate. And oh, how wonderful that piece of chocolate is. And then touch something in the room. And so go ahead and you can touch yourself or, you know, touch something in the room. And then imagine you just touching, let's say, a baby's cheek, okay? And how soft it is, and how smooth it is. And oh, it's just wonderful. Breathe deeply now. And we're going to talk a little about this breathing, but it's the fastest way for you to connect with God, with your source, with your inner being, with all that is, and to be able to just breathe deeply. So let's just, and breathing deeply. That's beautiful. And now, how do you feel with this, with your sixth sense? So you did a bunch of physical things out there, and you know, you saw and you heard and you tasted, and you can actually like taste the air right now, however the room is right now. And then your sixth sense, because most of those things that you looked at, you didn't have any resistance for, and because of your deep breathing, that you're feeling great. And that's God's communication system to you by how I feel. It depends on how much allowing that I'm going to be. That how have I used my 10 senses, my 5 exterior senses, my 5 interior senses to be able to create this sixth sense of mine. And so again, you can close your eyes and the great exercise. Here you go. You got this beautiful feel. Like to have you just close your eyes, go within, and imagine you're in that golden field now. And the sun is shining. Oh, the sun feels so nice on you. You feel the warmth on your cheek and your face. That you hear a creek. There's a river running next to this field, and you hear the water running. And so just imagine hearing that water running. And then smelling in this beautiful fresh air, smelling the fresh air, and then just tasting it on how well it tastes and how fresh it tastes. And then touch the golden swaying harvest there, you know, that wheat there that is there. Just touch that and just how magnificent you are and how powerful you are to be able to create with your senses, your internal senses, this feeling of, don't you feel like you're in this field right now? Yeah, and it's just glorious. You know, you say, man, I just love that I'm in this field. And so let's talk about what is the unseen. And first of all, everything is made up of energy. So like my finger here, that this finger is actually more air there is than matter in this, and it's all moving, and it's all moving very quickly. And we have trillions of cells within our bodies, within our these magnificent systems, that we're able to do all these wonderful things. So, and it is a loving energy that is always flowing to you as well. And so that loving energy is called well-being. And our thoughts have the power to mold that energy that creates worlds into anything that we want. And so you just saw on how you just proved to yourself how, wow, I was able to close my eyes, to go within and be in that field. And I'm still in that field, and I can hear the water going and running and the beautiful sun just rising and the fresh air, and it's just amazing. And we do that with our thoughts, and so we can use our senses externally, but also internally. What happens externally is typically our senses have actually been pretty well dulled. They're not as well as they are as when we're first born, for example. And so we've kind of just gotten a little dull. Well, we can sharpen those up by asking to sharpen those senses up, but also to sharpen our internal senses. Because remember, when I can actually see and experience and feel internally and use all those senses, that it literally will appear in my life. Why? Because we can mold that energy that creates worlds with our thoughts. Now, our imagination, and so you've just used your imagination in brilliant ways now on imagining on the things that you desire, and then imagining on being in that field. So your imagination, it is expanded thought beyond where it's been before, because you never had quite the same thought of that desire, never had quite the same experience as being in that field. And what that is your imagination is God's playground. And how incredible and magnificent this is that your imagination is God. That's why every desire that you have is a godly desire. So we've been taught, hey, don't be thinking about what you want, don't do what you want, and don't be selfish and everything. And, you know, first of all, you can't think or feel for anybody else. And oh my gosh, what a glorious knowing that my imagination is actually God's thought. And in fact, this next month, I'm going to be doing tapping into your genius self. And I'll actually teach you on how to channel and be able to get these godly thoughts. But we're right in the midst of that as you understand what your imagination is. Now, our feelings and our emotions is actually our guidance system. We have a guidance system by God. And before we came here, we asked, hey, how are we going to know we're on our lighted path? How are we going to know we're thinking about this properly? And God says that we're not going to use English, we're not going to use Spanish because they're ineffective, that we're going to use the most effective way, that every moment of every day, you're going to know exactly where you are. And that's based on your feelings. When you feel bad, it means you're not thinking about this the way that God is thinking about that. And when you feel good, you are thinking about that as God does. And so this is a sixth sense of it. And so for you to use your sixth sense and to realize that this is your guidance system. And then you have the law of attraction. So what happens is that whatever you think about will come to you, that you literally are a magnet. And so it all depends on what you've been thinking about and the emotion that you've had behind it. And so when we're talking about these things, by the way, it's all the unseen, right? You can't see emotions within you. You can see the outside appearance of those emotions, but you can't see emotions. Nobody's ever seen God, if you will, but we feel God every moment of every day. You can't see an imagination. You can't see a thought. You can't see this energy moving around, but the fact is, it's the unseen, and it creates everything in your life. So all of this here is God. And so it is God, and everything about it, that God made the heaven and the earth, that and so the heaven, if you will, is all of this unseen. And so it's the kingdom within you, and this will help you to tap into that kingdom, to have your dreams come true, to create the desire that you had originally identified. So what are the steps prior to the unseen becoming seen? And I'm sharing with you that you've never seen this before, that the way that these words are, these thoughts are, that I have channeled this from God Almighty in order to be able to give you this information so that you can create, because I don't tell you what you should create. You identify that, but this is all about how to create in an easy, fun, enjoyable way. You don't have to work hard anymore. You can just play easy. And so the first thing is contrast. So the things that happen in our life that we don't like, that's what births our desire. So you wouldn't have a desire for more money if you didn't have the experience of not having enough. Okay, you do not have a desire for a better relationship or better health if you didn't have a relationship that wasn't very good or health that wasn't very good, or you observed other people where they didn't have very good health, for example, and you decided, hey, I'm going to live a long, happy, and healthy life. In fact, if you write that down, in fact, I write all these things down, and as I'm sharing this with you, as the aha hits you, and because I've asked for your heart and your mind to be open now, so your heart and mind is open, and when the aha comes, and when you recognize that, oh my gosh, that, you know, my desire, and write this down, my desire is that I want to have, here's your desires, I want to have a long and happy and healthy and wealthy life. And don't you want to have a long and happy and healthy and wealthy life? Indeed, indeed. And so that contrast, we want to bless it. So you want to bless your ex, or you want to bless the deal going south or whatever, because what it does is it bursts with this thought, and then that emotion that's behind that, the things that you do want, and it all leads to a better life for you. Hallelujah. So thought delivers the idea. It's the seed to be seen. So you are the planter of the seed, and the seed is with your thought and then with your feelings behind those thoughts. And for you to use your 11 senses to be able to really embrace the things that you desire, and then you'll open up your eyes and it will appear. And then your imagination. So it goes from the contrast to your thoughts to then God's imagination, where you're at one with that, and that you start identifying, here are the things that I want. Here's the greater life that I desire. And as you have a greater desire, so the desire of everyone else around you is greater. And what you do then is you create what I call an energy baby. It is this high-flying energy baby on these desires of this better life for you. And then the law of attraction takes it. It's this swirling mass of energy, and that will attract everything that you have in this thought and this emotion, that it'll attract this matching energy of your desire and will literally create it, manifest it, and turn it into your experience, into the money, into the bank, into the person in the bed next to you, into your better health, and all the things, more business, everything that you have wanted. And that's the beauty, is that we are in control of it. There are no victims, okay? None of us are victims. That nothing can impact you unless you allow it. And we're only going to allow the things that we desire. Don't be looking anymore at what is, because what is will just get you more of what is. What you want is what will be. And as you think of what will be, that thought will then accumulate into it. I just had a lady who went through this, in fact, and said, hey, a whole bunch of bad stuff, unwanted stuff happened to me on Monday. And I gave the seminar on Saturday, and she goes, what's going on? And I said, well, that's just accumulated thought. So you've had all of this accumulated thought that is now manifesting. But the good news is, don't pay any attention to that. That just say to yourself, that's what I don't want. And then say to yourself and ask God, what Do I want? And what you will do is discover new thoughts, new ideas about that better life that you want. So God then instantly receives your signal, receives your prayer, and answers it. And so now it's in a place where it's just energy. And that energy that you want to have transformed into matter, into your experience, is the kingdom within you. Oh man, I love that. Woo! And so the kingdom within you holds your life now, your desires on what will be, and the greatness and the wonder of you and your family and the people that you serve in this world. Because as you thrive, the whole world shall thrive with you. So what happens is, and what has been happening is that, you know, some people don't believe this. They say, well, I don't really get this. I can't see it. And I say, well, good luck relying on your senses. Right now, I'm looking out on the 15th floor on the world, and I'm looking at the world, and the world looks flat. But guess what? The world isn't flat. Is when they went to the moon, they saw that Mother Earth is actually a very small, compared to the universe, very small planet, and it is round. But my senses don't tell the truth. So what has happened is we have this lower vibration of opposing thoughts. We say, oh, that can't be true or whatever. But I'm sharing with you, this is the truth with a capital T. And all you need to do is start applying it. And I have some easy ways to apply it that I'm going to give you in this session. So where your current thoughts and feelings are vibrating are typically not at the high level, at the angelic level of your desires, that pot of gold that's there. And so what you have is you have this little devil, and the only devil that there is, it's really not a little guy like that picture indicates with a pitchfork. Who the devil is your committee, the thoughts within you that are opposing your desires and the life that you want. And so for you to have this desired vibration where you go and you match up to God's desire, remember your desire is actually God's desire on the imagination, and your desire, and when you rise up and that you become one with God, you become one with your desire. And when you do, then you are then angelic, if you will, and you will have that pot of gold. So how do I connect now with this vibrational equivalent? I birthed the desire from this contrast that that created this emotion, this feeling. I've used my 11 senses to be able to just smell it and feel and taste it, and having it right now. And then the law of attraction comes about and brings it about. But how do I go up there? How do I stay up to when I birth that idea? And so I have several different amazing ways to be able to do it. One is I have a subliminal tape. It is these subliminals I bought the rights to. They literally hundreds of thousands of people around the world have become more successful, more of their dreams come true by listening to these subliminal tapes. And guess what? I have an actual subliminal tape that taps into the kingdom within you and will help you to further develop your 11 senses and having the seen become unseen. So if you want that, just let me know. I can send you, there's an order sheet, if you will, the resources to seeing the unseen. And I have different CDs like on money and how to have a mindset, a money mindset, and how to use the law of attraction to how to really align with that law of attraction to get the things that you want. But specifically that we have this subliminal for seeing the unseen. And so it's a way, again, to tap into your subconscious mind and be able to do it. Also, I have meditations that quiet the mind. And so Christ said, come to me, the meek shall inherit the earth. Okay. And when I was a kid, I thought meek meant like, I'm just real quiet little guy and don't say anything. No, I'm here to ask. I'm here to birth desires that expands all that is. And God is so happy that I've expanded thought and emotions beyond where they've ever been. And that's why every one of you right now are so important, so critical to the universe. You make up the universe, and with you, the universe is better off. And the only issue is that even though the universe, God's better off, that most of us aren't, because we're not lined up with those desires. So we expanded all that is, but we're not experiencing it, and we want to be able to experience it. So one of the ways to do that is to quiet our mind. And it's like, what? I thought I'm supposed to think hard and, work hard and do all this stuff and figure it out. No. When you quiet your mind, just hear that quietness. When you, as you right now, quiet your mind, breathe in deeply, quiet your mind, and then you will allow God's words to come in to your thoughts. Because it basically is this way: when you're chattering away and trying to figure it out, that you don't have the capability of hearing God and of hearing that message and giving you those ideas and those thoughts that will take you to literally paradise, or as I call it, Dr. Hank's La La Land. And so it is all fun. So I have meditations. And so I have specific meditations on how to do one, and we're going to actually do a meditation right now, but how to quiet the mind and how to allow your desires to flow to you, for you to rise up, and to rise up easily and gently, and to raise your vibration, that of your angels to that of God, and do all of your desires. And then read books. And so I have 13 different books. My most recent book is Your Royal Path to Riches. And that will help you also to tap more into the subconscious mind and the kingdom within. It'll talk about that subconscious mind, which equals, let's say meaning is the kingdom within. And then I have books like Good Feeling Thoughts. If you will just have good feeling thoughts every day, that will raise your vibration, and then you'll be given everything that you desire. So let's talk about tapping into the kingdom within to see the unseen. And so I want you to write down, just think about visualizing it, sensing it, having it, and feeling that desire that you had initially identified. So better health, more money, more business, better relationships, whatever that may be. And then breathing deeply raises your vibration to your desire, just by breathing deeply. And why is breath so important? Is that breath is, in the Bible, the word spirit actually means breath. And so your breath is the fastest way for you to, number one, connect with God, and the fastest way for you to be able to line up with your desires. So quieting your mind, and you can ask, I'd like to quiet my mind now. And when you ask, it'll come running to you automatically. But you need to just relax and allow that to come in to quiet your mind. So thoughts of having it, visualizing it, sensing it, write your desire down. And so right now I would recommend you go ahead and write down your desire. And I'm going to actually do, I'm going to set up here a just great meditation. So I'm going to actually do a meditation for you. And I'm going to connect it with, I just need to connect this. And we're going to actually just go right into a meditation and actually do this. So I'm setting it up right now. We're connected. And let me see. Yeah. All right. So again, no driving. You're thinking about having your desires right now. Visualize it using your 5 external senses, and then your 6. I want you to now close your eyes, go within. And I want you to breathe deeply. We're going to breathe in a way that you probably never have before, but it's going to clear your whole system out. So I want you to do it quickly. Follow me. Just get into the pattern and with gusto now. Breathe in 3 seconds. Breathe out 3 seconds. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. We're going to do this 21 times. In, out. In and out. Just relax. You may be a little dizzy now. Breathe in and breathe out. You now have the profound opportunity for you to use your 11 senses to see, to hear, to touch, to smell, to taste, and to feel your desire now, having it now. How sweet it is. It's like Mother Nature just enthralling you, embracing you, and loving you. Now I want you to breathe in 5 seconds, and then 5 seconds out. You can now sense God and God senses and feel the blessing in this moment, in this present moment, where it is a present for us, where we can create all that we desire. A present for us in this blessed moment. As you heighten your central awareness, you now have more clarity, more awareness, more ease that now unfolds in your dreams coming true. See now one glorious thing about having your desire. See it, see you smiling and so happy. You are right now flowing with life and all that is, flowing with your angels and your desires. Now with your ears, hear the birds singing, hear the beauty. How does it sound having your desires? What are other people saying? What are you saying out loud? How happy you are? How you so appreciate the co-creator you are with God now. And with your internal nose, smell the sweetness of having your desire. And with your tongue, taste the sweetness. And now with your body, go within the kingdom within and feel. Sense how wonderful it feels having your goal now and your intuition, feeling your oneness with God. And now with your heart open, feel having your desire and share those good feelings, your open heart now with your loved ones, with your friends, with all those that you know, and with the world. You are now in an expansive inward focus of awareness. Let yourself relax even deeper, flying even further, going out to the universe, flying with your angels, enjoying, loving this precious, precious moment with you and God and all the magnificence that you are. You have an amazing awareness now of your 11 senses. You're able to enjoy life even greater, to sense it in more beautiful ways, to see and sense the blessing in every moment, internally and externally. Every moment has been a blessing, right now is a blessing, and your future, every moment in your future is now a blessing. Now sense your soul, and as your soul senses your happiness and your joy, sense how your soul feels joy. Sense your soul's peace and freedom. You are free as all freedom can be. Ah, yeah. You're gaining more confidence now. You recognize you can trust everything and everyone. For you are the head of it all. You are the creator of your experience. You have developed now the powers of love. You are unconditional love. You love yourself. You love others. You love the world, your business, and all that is. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful life. Your decision making is improved. You make the best decisions. You allow the best answers and solutions for all the things that you desire. You now see the unseen. You now use your 11 senses to feel the most joyous life beyond anything you've ever known before. Your purpose is clear. You have the clarity, angelic clarity of the love that you are, of the oneness that you are with God and all that is. You are experiencing astounding awareness and brightness and alertness as you see the beauty and the connection and the love right now and forevermore. Your mind, your body, and your soul as it expanded the beauty of each moment. There's a spacious awareness. You are at ease and relaxed. You are the me, inheriting the earth. Now take this love, take this joy within you, and take it outside of the room. Take it out to your loved ones, to all the people that you know, and to the world. You have blessed the world. You've done more than you realize to bless yourself and your loved ones and everyone. You are a master. You are pure love. You are now connected with this positive vibration of your angels in the flow of life and in the flow of your desires. You shall always now be aware of these inner resources, this new sensual perception where you are aligned and at one. Now breathe deeply, for this is the spirit. This is your connection. Gently think about your desire and breathe deeply. Beautiful, beautiful. Now we're going to count from 5 to 1. And when I say 1, you'll open up your eyes. You'll be back in the room, feeling better than you've ever felt, more alert, aware, with your perception heightened to see the blessing in every moment. And now we go from 5, feeling good, 4, and knowing that there is so much more of the goodness. 3, and to start to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Oh, you are so, so magnificent. And going down to 2, starting to be aware of you being back in the room with your angels, with God, with your connectedness. And now 1, I invite you back into the room. Welcome back. Woo. So my friends, you have just quieted your mind. Think about your desire and having it now. So beautiful. Focus on your breath now and just let God do the breathing for you. Breathing in, and breathing out. Being guided now, forevermore, with thoughts and people and circumstances, that you are a magnet to all of your desires, for you are able to now see the unseen. So again, I have meditations available, paraliminals available for you, a meditation similar to what we just did right now, and don't you feel great? And we're going to end now seeing the unseen with a little seeing the unseen sing-along. So sing after me. I'll do the first one and then follow me and just lighten up. And if somebody's in the room, good. Sing it loud. So let's see. Seeing the unseen is our new game. Seeing the unseen is our new game. And love is our middle name. Yeah, good. Anytime is now the best to see. Anytime is now the best to see. As we make the unseen seen. As we make the unseen seen. We like to raise our 11 senses, yeah, as everything is now a blessing. We love to ask for God's thoughts. We love to ask for God's thoughts. And then all we need to do is watch. Then all we need to do is watch. And why is that? Because the Father does the work. And it's all about us feeling good. About us feeling good, yeah. Then having life as it should. And the way life should be is the way you want it to be. And so your parents probably said, oh, quit wanting. We're here to want. We are creators. We're not here to pay off any debt or, have any karma or learn lessons. None of that. We're here to create. So let's go create it the way that we want it. And only good things come our way. Only good things come our way as we relax and have it God's way. As we relax and have it God's way. And God's way is our way. Remember, our imagination. So as we ask, then God will do its way to give us the things that we have asked for. We can watch our blessings rise. We can watch our blessing rise as we align with God to magnetize. Yeah, that's God to magnetize. We expect to have it now. We expect to have it now. For we understand how. For we understand how. Sound off. Sound off. See the unseen. See the unseen. Sound off. Sound off. See the unseen. Sound off. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, everybody. I love you. You now know how to be able to take the unseen and see it and experience it in your life. So contact me for all those goodies that I have for you. And you can contact me, Dr. Hank, at drhank.biz or 214-753-7204. Love you all, and know that you now have the power, know the way to be able to have all of your dreams come true. Love you all, and we shall see you next time on Age and Wealth Success. And this has been a rockin' time. Love you. Bye-bye.